Is that a degenerate Amano lock that we're able to pull off now? Yes, it is. Hey, hey, hey! Make sure you guys smash the evolving crap out of that subscribe button so you guys can get it in for today's giveaway. So, yesterday's giveaway, going to be down below. You'll be able to reach out to me on social media and get that. And, of course, today's giveaway is going to be another deck box, plus some other stuff, actually. So, for those of you that want to get in, all you got to do is leave a comment down below, tell me what kind of decks you guys want to see, and like the video, share this around with your friends so we can keep this up. And well, let's go dig into some combo tutorials, shall we? All right, so starting off here, we're gonna have two little combo replays of the new Shinobird stuff here that you'll be able to do just to kind of keep you in the loop of what we're going to be profiling today. So go ahead and expedite this. We're going to go ahead and Aratama on up here. Aratama is going to grab the Sakitama from the deck, and we'll deploy the copy of the Where Stars Align. All right, we'll go ahead and we get to ritual summon once from the deck by tributing spirit monsters and or Shinobird tokens whose level equal or exceed. All right, so we're going to go ahead and summon out the Peacock here. Go ahead and rotate this off because you can tribute this to add a ritual spell and a spirit monster from your deck to your hand, which is pretty good. So we're going to get another Aratama here. All right, go ahead and Sakitama. Go ahead and deploy Aratama here. Now, the thing about Aratama here is it does not have the famous restriction of being once per turn written on it. Alright, we'll go ahead and grab the Shade Peacock here. We'll go ahead and do the Ritual Summon, deploying this, and then on Ritual Summon you add a Spell or Trap card from your deck to your hand that has Spirit Monster in its text. Go ahead and trigger. We'll grab another copy of our Field Spell. We'll go ahead and slam down this amazing card here. And we'll go ahead and bring out the Conductor of Neftephis here. Now, for those of you that aren't too familiar with this, this gets to bring out the Devotee of the Neftephis here, and then we get to bring on out the Matriarch of the Neftephis here. And then we're going to go ahead and tuck them all together to make Neftephis the Sacred Phoenix. In the extra monster zone, monsters your opponent controls cannot target Neftephis monsters in the main monster zone for attacks, and then this gains effects based on the number of ritual monsters. So +1 can't be destroyed by battle, cannot be destroyed by card effects, also gets 1200 attack points, and neither player can target this card with card effects, also gains 1200 attack points. So we are relatively huge. So we're ending on a relatively decent sized monster here. Now, we're going to go ahead, we're going to ramp that up a little bit more here. We're going to go ahead and 3-card this. So go ahead and normal Sakitama here. We'll go ahead and drop the Where the Stars Align. Go ahead and bring up our friend. All right. And then, of course, stack up some free value here. Go ahead and grab Aratama off of that and the Shinobird's Calling here. Now we're going to go ahead and Sakitama deploy into the Aratama. Now Aratama is going to trigger. We're going to grab the Peacock. Go ahead and do the Shinobird Calling here to go ahead and deploy the friend here. Go ahead and grab Where the Stars Align. Go ahead and drop the Stars Align. Go ahead and rotate on in to the Conductor of Neftephis. Bring out Devotee, and then we're going to go ahead and bring up our other friend here. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to make the Neftephis the Sacred Preserver. So you can use the following effects of this card during your main phase. If this card was Link Summon, blah, blah, blah. So you can add one level 8 Winged Beast monster from your deck to your hand, and then you can add a ritual spell from your graveyard to your hand, or we can destroy one Neftephis card that points to special summon Neftephis monster with a different name from our graveyard. So we're going to go ahead and, hey look, Shinobird Peacock, we're going to grab the good card here. Alright, gotta love the fact this is a level 8 Winged Beast, by the way. So, continue on back, rotate on up. Now we're going to go ahead and make Sprint here. Sprint's going to go ahead and trigger Milling the Angler. Angler's going to go ahead and summon up our 2 more friends here. We're going to go ahead and make the Gigantic Sprite at this point. Go ahead and Ritual on in, or excuse me, yeah, now we're going to slam this down. So we need the Akashic up and running to bounce. Alright, here comes the Amano. Alright, hello friend. Alright, all of this loaded on up. Go ahead, and now we're going to set the Stars Align across the Milky Way here. Alright, go ahead and do our thing here, just so you can showcase here. This is during the opponent's turn. And then there's the Shinobaron coming on down, and then you end on the Amano Iwata lock, which means the opponent can't do anything. I think this is really cute. There's a lot of like cool things that you're able to kind of do with the engines here, which actually is amazing. All right, we're going to pass on over so you can take a look at it's a pretty cool deck. This is the pile that Oozlehole came up with today and said, Robbie, you should check this out. Like, this deck seems really, really fun. And I was like, okay, you know, for all the combo tutorials and everything that we just saw, these new little cards bridge the gap in a way that I didn't think would be entirely possible, because Conductor of the Nephthys actually exist, right? The fact that, you know, you can do the Wind Ritual from the deck and then set up, you know, a sub-boss monster here, which, let's be honest here, this thing gets 4,800 attack points, is pretty interesting. It is a pretty big commitment, but if your opponent doesn't know how to, you know, handle this, you'll be able to pretty much win. Plus, you know, a mono locking your opponent. Like, let's be honest here, Mono Iwado is always going to be one of the most hilarious cards in the entire game. Saying that your opponent literally can't play the game is, I mean, the reason why this card does pop up every blue moon as an absolute monster. So, of course, you got the triple Mono Iwado, very important. You have the triple copies of Aratama here, just to make sure that, you know, you can get all the spirit searching that you need. And then, of course, we have one Magician's Souls. We also have the Matriarch of Nephthys, triple copies of the other spirit. And then, of course, we have the one Angler with the two Beaver. To be honest with you, you can extend this combo out a little bit if you're worried about drawing the Angler, or if you're worried about drawing the Nimble Beaver. You've got plenty of room to go ahead and extend out the little combo lines for this. So don't, if you're looking at these ratios and you're like, I don't like that, that's very small, you are able to fully extend this out and go up even more in terms of numbers. I also have the Parallel Exceeds for extensions. I also have the triple copies of Sakitama. This card is so good in this deck for the free extensions. And then, of course, we have two copies of the Conductor, one copy of Devotee, and then, of course, the Illusion of Chaos. Then we have one Shinobaron Peacock, two copies of the Shade Peacock, and then we have one Shinobaroness Peacock, and then two copies of the Shinobaroness Peacock. And then, of course, I mean, you gotta love consistency enablers here. Pot of Prosperity is going to give you so much filtering. It's insane. We have the triple copies of the Shinobird Power Spot. Honestly, the free searching off of this is pretty decent. And then, of course, the old intact Ritual that just gives you the ability to actually play the game. We have one Terraforming, and then, of course, we have the triple copies of the Hemorrhogi, Where the Stars Align. And then two talents, two thrust. We do have one Upstart Goblin. Once again, you can adjust however you want. Now, this build is playing Harpy's Featherstorm, so you have plenty of Wing Beast monsters in the deck. I mean, let's be honest here. This is Wing Beast, this is Wing Beast, Wing Beast, and Wing Beast. Yeah, I would probably give some consideration to extending these out if you want to dedicate some larger numbers to this, because being able to paralyze the opponent and still be able to play the game is absolutely amazing. Those are like the reason why this deck can actually do things. And then we have one copy of Stars Align across the Milky Way. Then we have one copy of Wind the Wind Charmer, one copy of the Underworld Goddess, one Sprite Sprint with your one copy of the Sacred Preserver, and then, of course, the Sacred Flame itself, and then Unicorn, Phoenix, IP with your Cross Sheep, your Akashic Magician, your Access Code, your Herald, your Gigantic Sprite, your Gallant Granite, and, of course, one copy of Zeus here, wrapping this up. So, all things considered, everything that you saw in the little showcasing here, I hope does give you an idea of what you want to do for this deck. And honestly, I just think it's cool that, you know, we actually have something working here for this. Like, awesome. So, you can comment down below and tell me what you guys think. And of course, I will see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.